Morning, great day to you all over the world. Great day to you all over the world. It's your friend here, your fan, Babatunde Kayode Oluwaseun. Babatunde Kayode Oluwaseun. The topic of today is it goes like a question anyway. Is it your bus stop or your destination? Is it your bus stop or your destination? You have to know because this is a very, very strong question to ask. Bus stop, let's expatiate on that. Let's elaborate, let's expand it. Bus stop and destination. Let's say you have a journey, right? In any country, whether developing world, third world world, country, or even developed world, there's a way of making journey, transport. Some people bus stop where you can stop simply because the bus is not going to your final destination. Your bus stop is where you can stop and board another bus so you can reach certain destination that you're going. And destination is the where the bus stop and you alighted and get to your destination. But meanwhile, that doesn't mean that that bus stop is the destination of a bus. And that doesn't mean that your destination is other people's destination. Interwoven. But the question for you and myself is that is it your bus stop or is it your destination? How does that affect all of us? That got to do with child, you as a child, that got to do with parent on your parenting activities. How do you see your child? How do you guide them through? What kind of transport guide that you give them? We call it life journey. How do you channel them? And as a child as well, what is your peer pressure? I will give you a little story. There's two guys, A and B. Two guys, Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. A is a very bold and high charismatic somebody that he wants it all. When I say he wants it all, he wants it all and he wants it now. And as he wants it, he always get it. But he was just channel the energy on the wrong space. So he got another friend, which is Mr. B. Mr. A is into shoplifting. That's what you see as they growing up. You see, that's how he can survive. And his friend, which is Mr. B, is not really interested in shoplifting, but because of the peer pressure, they always hang around and he encourage him. He encourage B that nothing wrong in that as far as we can stay within this range, because in England, if you want to shoplift, there's certain amount that you can take, and even when the police come, they just have to give you a warning, and they know that, so they play their role around that. They do that for years, and nothing happen negatively, and they never get caught. Anyway, the Mr. B wasn't really interested in that, but because his friend normally encourage him and tell him nothing will go wrong, and he follow. Mind you, the question is it your bus stop or your destination? He was he was stopping in the wrong stop. B was stopping in the wrong stop. He was stopping in the wrong stop because later on he realized that it wasn't his destination, that it wasn't even his bus stop. He was just having a wrong guy as a pal. So they been to grocery shop, clothes shop, and they really go away with a lot of murder. It comes to a certain time now that the Mr. B have to wake up. but he have to be nudged before he could wake up, because the two of them have car, nice car, and B parked his car, not intentionally parked his car, and the key wasn't around, and he was telling his friend, Mr. Hay, oh, let me follow you with your car and do this and do that. Remember, Mr. Hay was the planner of this shoplifting and all that. And straight away he said, oh, what about your car, Mr. B? And Mr. B said, oh, the key is not with me and the car is far away. So I just want to, be with you. You drive me around and do what I need to do. And Mr. A said, no, are you telling me that I got a car and you got a car? You want to use your shoplifting attitude and trick on me now? Mr. B was shocked because he wasn't thinking that way. He wasn't thinking that way, but Mr. Hayes, like Pana Smart give him that nickname. Then from that day, Mr. B realized, okay, you see me as a shoplifter now that I'm trying to apply my trick on you. So he decided in himself that he would never follow him to do any shoplifting anymore. From that day, he broke the yoke. He broke the yoke because they normally say, tell me your friend and I will let you know who you are. You see, this, it goes different way in our lifestyle, bus stop and destination. When Mr. B now say no, he ain't gonna follow him anymore, Mr. Hay, as a one-man band, carry on with his own journey. He shoplifted for years and he was doing well, furnishing his house with it, buying, changing cars. But he wasn't stopping there because he sees it as a norm now. And he really sees himself as an expertise and professional on that. But anyway, to cut the long story short, Mr. Hay ended up in jail. They shackle him because he goes beyond his limit. He was shackled. And when Mr. B see that, he said, wow, thank God I get off from that trend quick. I never stayed on that bus stop too long. This, I will expand it. It could be affecting you as a man. When I say as a man, as a dad, the thousands of dads that are on the wrong stop. The thousands of mom on the wrong stop. That doesn't mean that you miss the destination. As far as you can realize that the bus stop is wrong. Because don't get me wrong, there will be a whispering in you. We all go there, all of us. Expect if you just decide to ignore it. Even ignoring it is not even, it won't stop it. It will come in your dream, it will come through your friend, and you'll be, no, something's wrong. I need to do something right. How can that be? Some of people are going to certain causes and in institution simply because his friend is doing the same course. Some of human have been engaged in certain relationship simply because his friend is dating another guy that both of them are friends. Some people have been into certain business because his friend or probably his neighbor doing the same business. All of that, it could be wrong stop. I'm not saying that you can find way over there, but thousands of people are falling into trap of that. Some people are, wrongfully deal with their spouse because of how their friend deal with their spouse. Oh, does that mean you're too slow? Or does that mean you're too calm? Or does that mean you're too gentle or quiet? You should follow your own. Follow here, because the whole world is here. And if you don't know that, you follow the wrong trend. The topic of today, as I'm saying, is it your bus stop or your destination? Destination is where you get off and you know straight away that that's where you're going. That could help you with roadmap. And what are the roadmap? Sometimes roadmap might be a parent. Roadmap guide might be a parent. It might be the knowledge that we get. And that roadmap sometimes, if you don't know, it could lead to wrong one if you don't get the right one. And that's why I was saying this case now got to do with parent. Parent, you have to keep eyes on your child of how to guide them, give them the proper road guard. We call it lifeguard jacket, because the whole world is an ocean, whether you like it or not, and you swim in it every day. And if you don't know, the universe doesn't want to know if you're a swimmer or not. You've been born here, and you just have to, enlarge your mind and open your third eye. I call it first eye anyway. And all this you have to seek from it, because it doesn't come like that. And it's not that it's too hard to get. Experience of what you go through in life is what will guide you through. Even your experience is not even a cause or negativity trend for you. Is an opportunity to see brighter light. There was a saying that was saying, one day I was going on certain road and I see pothole, because I couldn't open my eyes and I couldn't see and I don't master the road. I dipped my new shoe on a pothole and it was mud. The second day, I refused to master the road again. I walk on the same road, was full of pothole. Remember, it's a saying, and it was full of mud. And I didn't master the road. I dipped my new shoe on the pothole and it was muddy. Wow. The third day, I realized and I stay home and I imagine the road in my heart before I make my journey. And I get my new shoe on and I master the road. And I realize that there's no way I can walk on that road without dipping my new shoe on a pothole. And I decided to take a new road. What's your new road, my friend? What's your new road, my colleague? What's your new road, my fans? New road is when you decide in your heart that no matter what, you want to take this. You want to take your cross on. Right? New road is when you decide in your heart coherence, your heart coherence, your frequency. You will know. Yeah, that's your spirit, your soul, and your body. They have to align. They have to align. They have to align. And prompt are the saying in the spiritual text that bless the man that doesn't sit or stand in the gathering of iniquities. Those words are fantastic words, because iniquity is when you're not at peace with what you're doing and you feeling so ugly, inner ugly with it. And as far as you can clean yourself and say another thing, that thou shalt clean me and I shall be bright more than crystal. So once you clean yourself, allow the universe to clean you and stay off the mud. You will be at the right bus stop at the right time and continue your journey to reach destination, and you will be at the destination at the right time to reach your destination of destination. This, you could be in a good career and it might not even be your destination. You could be wealthy and not happy because you haven't reached inner destination. You reach the financial destination over there. But as I was saying, maturity is soul, spirit, and body. If you haven't got the key to 3 of those doors, you still got long journey to do. Long journey, I'm not saying long journey to scare you. You just have to know that you still have to do good thing to pull it right, because the main thing is mind at peace. Once you can do that every day, every minute, and you can feel yourself great, brothers and sisters, you conquer the world. You conquer the world. Because worthy is not even the happiness. But once you can have the happiness and you can reach it, which is infinite happiness, big ocean that never ends, wealth, good relationship, good job, good business will definitely fall into your, into your custody. They will come to you easily. So let's seek that and get off from the wrong bus stop and get onto the right bus stop so we can get to the right destination. Choose your friend as a young lad that you roll around with, a lot of friends, simply because of peer pressure. Don't let that decide you, because if I don't do that, they will think I'm coward. And if I don't do that, they think I'm not a man enough. Be man enough here and don't listen to what people say outside. Be man enough in your heart and don't listen to what people say outside. Because listen, there's a word here, which is a matrix, and there's a real word here, which is your word. And that's why they say, my word, my word. And you are highly important. But if you don't know, you go like a worm. And what do you think that happened to worm? Worm get step on. Right? It's not a physical step on. You could think that you know that you're proofing tough, you're doing this, but you can still remember Mr. Hay. He gets step on by clamping into jail. So watch your trend and have a life map guard. My name is Babatunde Kayode. I'm just here to deliver this, and subscribe to my channel on Babatunde Kayode Oluwaseun. Babatunde Kayode Oluwaseun YouTube. Subscribe and leave your comment. Love you all, and peace to you all around the world. We shall be the one. We are as far as we know.